financially struggling, and you can push it for bigger things. You invest it into the community to improve and better the community, because at the end of the day, we all Black. So it's our community, and it's our job, every last one of us, to build it back up. It's our job to build back up the Black community. All of us, everybody has to do their part, but you have to recognize your part and not be afraid to do your part.
No doubt. And just to end off, I mean, money over morals. That's America's mom.
Yep.
Telling you.
Yep.
Telling you that's
money
so
over
relevant.
morals. It's so sad, though.
But yeah, no doubt. That's that. I mean, ultimately, hopefully, I don't know. The 27 million, I already know it helps their family a lot. I can only imagine. But it's like we said, we just gotta push that agenda, not stray from the mission. But we're gonna go ahead and jump into our next topic, and it was police brutality. I'll go ahead and pull up this for you, G.
Thank you. Y'all, this is crazy. This, there's really a question, right? You feel me? Police brutality in the schools, because this, the in-school officer or guard or whatever, like, body slammed this teenage girl onto the ground, and
What is this?
they say that the video doesn't show beforehand that she was trying to attack another student and was resisting the officer or whatever. But regardless of all of that, the way he handled her and treated her is absolutely unnecessary. And this is like, should we have police in the schools? Are police officers necessary to have in the school? Why can't we just have Craig and Day? Why we gotta have actual police officers? We cool with just national security. We don't need the full force. So I'm gonna show the video first.
All right.
But yeah, y'all.
Tonight,
we do not endorse. Just wait for this to go off.
A veteran member of the Osceola County Sheriff's Department is under investigation. That deputy is part of a now viral video that shows him slamming a student to the ground. We first told you about the story last night at 11. Now we're learning more about the deputy involved in this. News 6's Lauren Cervantes is in Osceola County with the latest from the sheriff.
Sheriff Lopez says that Deputy Ethan Fournier is currently on paid administrative leave pending an investigation by FDLE. Now, the sheriff also said today that many have reached out to him regarding the student seen in that video. He says she is okay. We do want to warn you, though, that the video you're about to see may be disturbing. This video showing an Osceola County school resource officer, now identified as Deputy Ethan Fournier, slamming a female student to the ground has garnered national attention. In the video, Fournier is seen handcuffing the student that appears to not be moving. Today at a press conference, Sheriff Marcos Lopez says he's turned the investigation over to the Florida Department of Law Enforcement.
They're going to conduct a criminal investigation. They're the ones that are going to review any type of evidence or any type of videos that are out there. We want to make sure it's a complete, thorough investigation without my influence in this case.
What the clip of the video doesn't show is what led up to the incident.
The student was not complying with lawful commands. She went after another student, and from there excelled, and that's where the continued investigation is going from there.
Lopez says Fournier has been with the sheriff's office for 10 years and has no prior history of misconduct. Fournier can even be found on the sheriff's office Facebook page, being recognized back in August of 2016 as Employee of the Month.
Of course he
The
was.
Osceola School District tells News 6 Fournier was a volunteer football coach for the school in the fall and says he is the girls' flag football coach, adding that at this time, he will not be coaching the upcoming season. There is a second deputy seen in the video, but tonight the sheriff's office tells me that person is not under investigation. In Osceola County, I'm Lauren Cervantes, getting results, News 6.
Okay, so let me read just a little bit.
Oh, my fault. I was already ready to talk about this. That whole idea of,
Let me read just a little bit.
man, paid vacations, man.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Scroll down some.
let me know when.
Okay, right here. Okay. Okay, so the video, which has been viewed more than 70,000 times, showed the deputy slamming the student onto the concrete walkway. Moments later, the deputy can be seen placing the student in handcuffs, while a second deputy stands over them. As the handcuffs are being placed, the student does not appear to move. The sheriff's office said the girl was medically treated at the school and is doing fine. The agency has been in contact with her mother and is choosing not to release her age. And it's called, so we will have absolute zero tolerance of use of force by any of our deputies, no matter where they are, in schools, in the streets, said, the sheriff. And scrolling down, yeah. So Lopez, who was recently elected to the role of sheriff, has been the top of law enforcement officer at the agency for only a few weeks. He said he's decided to turn over the investigation to make the case's outcome his completely independent of the sheriff's office. We removed this burden off us and passed it to a higher authority to ensure no one can say that we're looking out of it for our own. Okay, let me come out of that. So, well, I just want to address, I appreciate the sheriff passing it off to non-biased party. Yeah, because it's still biased because it's police. You feel me? Police is gonna be biased. Police gonna be police. They always gonna side with the police, but you just can't say that you can't say he wasn't wrong. You see the way he slammed her on the ground. Her head went boom boom like it onto a concrete walkway. Concrete. Have you ever fell on some concrete or skid your knee on concrete or something like that?
Concrete is very unforgiving.
Very unforgiving. You could get a concussion from hitting your head on some concrete. So, and then paid administrative leave.
That's what I want to talk about.
Paid administrative leave.
Man, that's basically vacations for assaulting a woman. That's what we just seen. We just seen this officer get placed on. Oh yeah, my fault. We just seen an officer get placed on paid leave, which is vacation in layman's terms, for assaulting a child. What?
Yeah.
I don't understand that at all. At all. Like, man, sometimes I just gotta sit in awe because that's
how they do it. So then it's just like, to me, it's like, dude, I don't think we need police officers in the school. You feel me? Security guards are enough. In my opinion, I went to public school. I know how it gets down in public school. I was a public school student, okay? And when I say that, I mean that wholeheartedly, meaning to say, I still have peers that I went to school with hit me up like, hey, G, you were a bully. You used to be really mean to me. Like, girl, toughen up, buttercup. Okay, we was in public school. That's how public school operates. And security guards are always enough. I have seen security guards get the job done. They know how to de-escalate a situation rather than escalate one. That officer slamming that girl down into the ground like that, banging her head onto the concrete walkway, very unnecessary.
He easily got 100 pounds on her, so I can only imagine.
You're a grown man. This girl is a young lady.
For real, just restrain her. If it's really that deep that you had to pick her up and slam her, then just restrain her. It's two of y'all.
And it's two of y'all. That
Like,
was
unnecessary for
You could
sure.
have caused so much damage to her. They say she's doing fine, but is she really? Is she really? Like, come on now. What?
Who knows?
Do better. Do better.
Man.
Do better. But that's all I had on that. I just wanted to highlight that real quick, and we can segue to the next.
Already. So we had our police brutality. So now we gonna move into just trifling. And man, let me tell you, man, watching this video, I was just, man, I cannot. Well, we just gonna let the video speak for itself because I still can't believe that this even happened. You saw this, right, G?
Yes.
Man.
And I drive Uber, so
I don't understand why it's so hard for our people to follow laws. Again, we do not
why do
enforce.
y'all have to act like y'all look, man?
My network.
Let me tell
That's
you.
why I carry back.
We do not
We are not
enforce.
about to watch
It's different
50
from other low
seconds.
blood sugar
Go ahead and
movies
talk
because
because they wildin'.
Man, look, and y'all, it was too many of them to even be acting like that. None of y'all got no home training, no class, no nothing. Like, everybody's condoning the foolery. Like, I condone BS with me and my girls sometimes, but not in no situation like this. Okay, you feel me? We know when to do and when not to do, and they just trifling. As my brother Mark said, just trifling. Y'all make the community look at y'all. Why white people look at us crazy?
Exactly. And it's not even like they're gonna get into it more, but it's not even like wearing a mask in an Uber is a new rule. Like, since the pandemic hit, you were supposed to wear a mask, and then all the extra stuff that they did was just honestly ridiculous.
Just ridiculous.
Man. And I don't know why they hit us with a minute ad. Like, what kind of nonsense is
disrespectful?
I'm telling you. Okay, let me go ahead and unmute this. So just.
I got corona. Yeah, what's up? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
So again, as we previously said, just trifling. Like, that's really like all I can say for that.
Yeah, these three. Okay, so the two mainly. Yeah, and I mean, yeah. I've been in an Uber where they had the whole back half separated with plastic. Yeah, that's how every Uber driver should have it. One, it's a COVID safety or whatever precaution. How they look at it for one, two is also just safe for the passengers and the driver because of people like that. Like, the way they acted was so disgusting. It was so. No, this lady. The way they acted was so disgusting. Like, it was just unnecessary. Like, y'all did not have to treat him like that. And yeah, that I just somebody needs to get them on the streets and just mix them real quick. 1, 2, 3.
For real, because it's like they have no home training, exactly as you said. I mean, and I believe that the two girls that was mainly acting a fool were just recently arrested. But it's like it didn't even need to go that far. Like,
It didn't need to go that far. And then there was,
exactly.
the coughing being real disrespectful. And she said, and I have corona. Like, first of all, some people really don't play about that.
Exactly.
And coronavirus or not, don't cough on me. You better
Right.
cover your mouth. Put your
Exactly.
and cough. I don't know what you got to do to make sure that your saliva from your don't get on me, because if it does, coronavirus or no coronavirus, I don't have a problem with it.
Mm-hmm. And as you legally have the right to, I'm pretty sure any bodily fluid is considered assault. Like, you can't spit on nobody, you
None
can't
of
do
that.
any of
Don't
that. So I
sneeze
don't
on
even
me.
know. And then they were laughing about it, like, oh, I got corona, cough, cough, laughing. Like,
What?
that's something to be proud of.
What? People are dying from that.
I'm saying.
Hezekiah
But
just taps in and says, I seen that girl's Instagram live after this whole situation. Yeah, I lost brain cells listening to her talk. Yeah, I bet.
yeah,
That's ridiculous. Like, there's no explanation as to why even acting like that is okay. It's not.
real.
It's not. Like, oh my goodness.
It's crazy. For sure. But we're going to go ahead, run into our next topic. So I'm going to go to my man. Oh, yeah, we'll go to that. We'll go to that. So I just wanted to shout this out because I seen this on the news, and I don't want to mispronounce her name, but I'll just call her.
Beulah May Donald. I got you.
Much love, much love.
Yeah. Beulah
So,
May.
and
That's
yeah,
my
deep south.
great grandmothers. That's how they used to rock with it. Beulah
So,
May. Okay, Miss Grandma Beulah May Donald.
no doubt. But I don't know if you saw this, but it's her fight against the Klan, the Ku Klux Klan, all right? And we'll get into her story. So it says here, well, I'll actually start here. So the Ford docuseries, which will tell the unrenowned true story of Beulah May Donald, a Black Alabama woman who took down the Ku Klux Klan after the brutal murder and lynching of her son on March 21st, 1981. So Michael Donald was found dead hanging from a tree in Mobile, I don't know how you pronounce that, Alabama. The young man was only 19 years old. The local Black community immediately suspected it was the Klan lynching, but a local law enforcement was slow to acknowledge the murder was racially motivated. Okay. Beulah May and local Black leaders refused to back down until Michael's killers and hateful organization they belonged to were brought to justice. So, like, the paragraph above says, so this will be a docu-series. I forget where it says it's going to be available, but man, I am losing it. Oh yeah, CNN, there we go. Yeah, they're just going to be telling the story of how this mother single-handedly, or not necessarily single-handedly, but she did push the agenda on taking down the Ku Klux Klan. And I just wanted to shout this out, definitely something I'm going to try to tap into. And this is all pushing the agenda, something tragic happened to her. And as it said here, the local enforcement and authorities, or however you want to put it, were slow to acknowledge this is racially motivated. How? What, you thought Black people did that?
Right.
Like, I don't.
This is definitely something we're gonna keep tabs on and keep y'all updated on for sure. But that's where that sense of community comes in. Like, it said the local Black community leaders had her back on that, and that's what it's about. You feel me? We have to do it as a community, so we definitely gonna keep y'all tapped in on that. Just wanted to bring highlight to it. We're gonna check out that 4-part docu series airing on CNN. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm so excited. I'm
Seemed real
excited.
interesting.
Like, yeah, it does. But look, y'all, this next one. So, Mark, just bring this up from Twitter real quick, y'all. I be doing my thing, and I just, be bored scrolling on Twitter, and this popped up on my Twitter, not too long ago, and I just love my people because of how we respond to certain things. We do it with just such an elegance and it's a comedic class. We're funny. We're okay. So click on the first picture. I got you. I'm gonna walk you through this. I didn't know I had to last time, but I got you.
Appreciate you.
This white girl, she made this TikTok or whatever, and she said, please don't say white girl unless you're a white girl. Okay, so click on the arrow. So I'm trying to read these comments. Okay, so the comments say, okay, vanilla ice cream. That's one. Okay, white chalk. Okay, elbow ash. All right, sour cream. Go to the next picture.
Man.
So we got spoiled milk, baking soda, boiled chicken, flaky salt, buttermilk ranch. This one says, okay, United States of America.
Listen.
We don't stop.
White deodorant.
What's the? I can't see it.
Is it? Would you prefer cauliflower conqueror? Oh my goodness!
Mozzarella string cheese. I can't. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. A little bit of comedy with y'all. Yeah, so I guess since we not white girls, we can't say white girls. The white girl community doesn't want us to say that. So I, just gave y'all a host of other things that you can say, i.e., vanilla ice cream, white deodorant, baking soda, flaky salt, cauliflower conqueror, mozzarella string cheese. There's a whole bunch of other things that we'll go ahead and hit them with because we can't say white girl. So let's go ahead and switch it up a little bit, and we'll be all right. What do we do? We MACM.
Listen, but do you see how they hop on the wave though? Like as soon as we say that they can't say the N-word unless they're black,
they don't want us.
They hit us with.
They don't want us to say cracker. They don't want us to say peckerwood. They don't want us to say redneck. All of these things. But they wanna. They have so many nicknames for us. Like, okay, you know what? And the list goes. We could go on and on and on with the amount of insults that we could come up for them, and do it in such a amusing way. Like.
Man, that's just crazy though. There's just a whole bunch of that stuff is crazy, man. We can't say white girl now. What is it derogatory now? Is it racist? Come on now. Come on now. What are you? Are you not a white girl?
Caucasian. You don't say Caucasian. You're from the Mountain Caucasus.
That's what they want. They want caucus girl.
They want caucus. Understand. So they say you're Caucasian.
I'm weak. But we might as well jump into the Kirk Franklin since I didn't share it. Okay, I can't believe I didn't do that. Are we canceling Kirk Franklin? Make sure I share this time. Absolutely not. This is still Book of Revelations, chapter 7, verse 16 through 17. Do you hear me? Oh, make sure I share. Boom. All right. And then Kirk Franklin did give his response, apologizing for his language. I've seen all types of memes. They was like, that wasn't Kirk Franklin, that was Plies. That would have me rolling.
They need to leave it alone. And especially because, Plies, he had took out his grill, so he ain't got his goals no more. So they really like.
Plies is a fool. Y'all know I'm shy. That's my favorite.
Did you see the video where he where he was burying his gold?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's a fool.
I sure did.
I love
For
him.
sure.
He's a fool. Yes.
I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. Shut the fuck up. I'm old. I did it.
So I'll go ahead and allow all those who are interested into hearing the full story, both sides, however. But yeah, I am not canceling Kirk Franklin.
No. So Gen Z, they and other people feel like they want to cancel Kirk Franklin because they feel like because of his level of authority, or his place or whatever. He's this high Christian, holy entertainer, right? Mm-hmm. That the standards he should be set at a high standard. Really, one, he's human. Two, he's Christian. Right. So, that's flaw and flaw, right? That's flaw on flaw. So, no, I'm not canceling Kirk Franklin because he cussed out his son, his flesh and blood. Have you never been? That's the thing. The Generation G, they can't take being cussed out by their parents. They don't like their parents shouldn't cuss them out. Your parents shouldn't yell at you and use verbal or foul terminology with you. He just say, I will put my foot up your ass. My mom has said the same thing to me before. And I said it to other people before. So, it's like, I'm going to cancel Kirk Franklin for him telling his son that he's going to put his foot up. His son was there. His son kept saying, I dare you to. I dare you to. Kirk Franklin, I want to see you do it now. I want to see Kirk Franklin actually put his foot up his son's ass because his son kept saying, I dare you to. I dare you to. Like, boy, you feel me? Like, my mama still say to me, I brought you into this world and I will do what? I be finishing the sentence.
Take you out. I'm trying to tell you.
Okay. So.
And then God forbid we say, I dare you to.
God forbid what? and then you look at people. Kirk Franklin obviously has favor from God in his life because of all the things that he's been able to accomplish. So that's obvious for those of us who believe in God. It's obvious to tell that Kirk Franklin has favor over God, right? So with his son being disrespectful to him, God's not going to punish Kirk Franklin,
man,
for being a father. He's going to punish the child for being a disrespectful child and for not honoring his father.
Absolutely.
So are we canceling Kirk Franklin? No. Are we banding together to find his son and whoop his son's ass? Yeah. Yeah, I think we should do that before we ban Kirk Franklin.
Man.
Like, come on now.
This generation kills me with that whole canceling concept. You can't say nothing nowadays. Everybody's hurt.
Nothing nowadays. It kills. So you see, they canceled Pepe Le Pew.
Dude.
If y'all don't cancel Pepe Le Pew, there's a whole lot of other cartoon characters y'all gotta cancel. Let's start with DreamWorks. Let's start with DreamWorks entirety, right? Because DreamWorks, when you pick up on it, it's really not for kids. Then you have everything Adult Swim.
Mm-hmm.
Everything
Literally.
Adult Swim gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
All of it.
Absolutely. From
Johnny Bravo.
Robot Chicken was the worst thing I've ever witnessed, I think. And then Family Guy, just as
Look,
bad.
Family Guy,
The Boondocks would get canceled
Futurama,
ASAP. Futurama for
Boondocks,
sure. The Boondocks.
Simpsons.
You
There's
can't
a lot
say
of them.
nothing. You can't say
You can't say
nothing.
nothing nowadays. They're so sensitive, and it's like, and it's crazy though because I be feeling bad for my little brother because like he's in his generation, right? He grew up with everybody he grew up with is 10 years older than him or older, right? 10 plus years. So he has a 10 plus year old mindset. He be saying stuff sometimes and it just flies off the wall and his generation can't take it. Like his group of people really think that he's like this super just kind of mean because he do just sometimes say stuff that's off the landish and off, off the wall or whatever. Because everybody he grew up with is 10 plus years older than him, but I'm like, he's not soft. I pride he's not soft. So you know, everybody's soft. Y'all are soft, and at least my baby brother's not soft. That's how I look at it. Because they want to cancel everything and everybody.
For
And
real,
it's
this
crazy.
generation is soft. Mad soft. But now this will conclude today's podcast. We hope y'all enjoyed today's segment. Be sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms. We got Make a Chess Move, Make a Culture Move, www.makeachessmove.org, which is where you can donate if you're feeling us, right?
Yeah.
MACM 303 at Facebook, Instagram, MACM 303, Twitter, MACM 303, and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube at Make a Chess Move -MACM and get our subscribers up. But with that being said, we hope y'all enjoyed today's segment. Oh, and cop some MACM apparel.
Cop some MACM apparel for sure. And also, we got Vast this week. We got 3 amazing guests coming to share their stories Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And we also got a workshop coming up for the end of the month. So check us out. Stay tuned. We got a workshop coming up at the end of the month. So we want to make sure everybody is able to take advantage of the opportunities that we offer.
So be sure to follow us so you get that information. We will be getting it out real soon. But with that being said, we appreciate y'all for macking in with us. Y'all be easy. Y'all macking out there. Bow.